It's hard to wrap your head around something as tragic as this. Two lives intertwined for so long, only to be taken so suddenly. Gene Hackman, the beloved actor who gave us countless unforgettable performances, had to face a loss that no one could ever prepare for, the loss of his wife, Betsy. On February 11, 2025, Betsy was seen on surveillance video walking through a CVS pharmacy in Santa Fe. There's something deeply unsettling about the idea of someone being caught on camera on the final day of their life. But there she was, in a mask, likely to protect herself from something much more sinister than a simple cold. Hantavirus, a disease most people don't even think about until it's too late. Betsy was already unknowingly in the grip of it, and no one could stop it. That very same day, she went about her business picking up some medications, but something was off. The surveillance footage reveals that she didn't pick up the medication she had gone there for. Medicine for their dog. It's a small detail, almost insignificant, but it stands out when you know the tragedy that would unfold just a few weeks later. It's as if her body had already started to give in, and she didn't even know it. Later that evening, around 5:15 p.m., Betsy returned home. And after that, there was nothing. No emails, no phone calls, no signs of life. Just silence. Silence. That stretched on for the next 2 weeks until on February 26th, the news came. Gene, Betsy, and their dog were found lifeless in their home. The sheriff confirmed that there were no signs of foul play. There was nothing that could explain what happened other than a quiet, inevitable death. Betsy's cause of death was confirmed as hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, a disease most people don't even know exists until it's too late, until it's taken someone you love. Hantavirus works its way through the body in a slow and almost unnoticed way. At first, it mimics flu-like symptoms, and it's easy to brush it off as just another cold. But it doesn't stop there. It takes hold, and when it does, it's often too late to fight back. For Betsy, it was already too late by the time she made that final trip to the pharmacy. She didn't know that the air she was breathing was already laced with something deadly. There was no warning, no chance to prepare, just the cold, harsh reality that she was slipping away. Gene, 95, didn't have the same sudden death as Betsy. He had been struggling with his own health issues for years: hypertension, heart disease, Alzheimer's. But even so, his death was just as painful. The doctors were able to track the final moments of his life through his pacemaker, which showed that his heart had still been beating on February 17th, but it had gone silent by February 18th. Gene, too, had slipped away quietly, just a little while after Betsy's death. The fact that both of them passed so close together is tragic in itself. They had been together for so long, facing life's ups and downs, and in the end, they went out together. But it's also a little comfort for the both of them, since not one had to live without the love of their life for a very long time. Their dog, who had been part of their lives for so long, was found alongside them. It's heartbreaking to think of how this dog too must have experienced the quiet ending of his family. Just days before, Betsy had picked it up from the vet. It's almost as though the dog too had been waiting for something. Maybe it knew in its own way that the end was near. This is a story about love, about loss, and about how unpredictable life can be. It's a reminder that no one can control what happens to them, no matter how carefully we try to live. One moment, you're walking through the aisles of a pharmacy picking up your medication, and the next, you're caught in a battle with a disease that you didn't even know existed. It's the kind of loss that leaves you breathless, the kind that reminds you just how fragile we all are. We think we have time to say the things we need to say, time to prepare ourselves, but in the end, time is never guaranteed. Gene and Betsy's lives came to a close in a way that none of us could have predicted. It was quiet, it was sudden, and it was cruel. And in the end, all that remains are the memories of their years together. So let us know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you guys soon in the next video. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Until next time, take care.